talking sports. Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. The Volunteers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So Tennessee's offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Works the middle of the field. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Going deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second half.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks, but man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Right back to the well. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. He gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it'll be down right there. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Dropping back, it's McCall. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense in a split backfield. On the option. Quick toss. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Concepcion. It's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
That is a nice...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Collins. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw. Makes a connection. Touchdown, North Carolina State! What a grab and go for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And they can't make the connection. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Move the chains with that completion now on 1st down. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Sampson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The aerial assault continues. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it down the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off to the 26. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Tackle is made after the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive. You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Defense.
Defense had him backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Well, that changed things a bit after the penalty. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's McCall. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He wants to throw it. And that one's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Going for 6. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. It's caught downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Lets it fly. try. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Thornton. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking for the end zone.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have him staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely perfect. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Back to pass, it's McCall. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Got his man! They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Defense playing a bail technique. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Runs through a tackle. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Got his man quickly. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the balls are rolling down the field. The give from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's White. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Finds him out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Buffalo may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from UB Stadium every time. The Bulls have been racking up road wins since the Bob Deming days, and they'll get another one today. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like
picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Tennessee. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're down 4, 17-13. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Waters.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Dropping back, it's McCall. Snags it over the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Give to the running back. At the 35, he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Sampson. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. At midfield, he's got room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The Vols will move the sticks with the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Power football with the run. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sampson. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. They're trying to get to him. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. NC State going up tempo. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Collins. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. NC State needs to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12.
second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. NC State will line up with a first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. TCU is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to...
Looking for a deep man. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation.
And he's running in the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And the Vols look to keep this drive humming. He'll just keep slinging it. Pulls it in. It's Sampson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
And guys, this offense has a couple of jobs. The first one, get the touchdown, then they'll need the 2 to tie here in the fourth. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense, great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play, try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite 2-point play? Dial it up, and let's tie this game up.
They need this two-point conversion to tie, and we might get a little free football out of this if they do. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
NC State, 24, Tennessee, 22.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And right now, you still have a 2-point lead, David, but you have to be aggressive.
And don't let that scare you, right? You've been executing offensively. You still got the lead, Jesse. No need to panic.
Yeah, and this is where your leaders on offense really have to step up. They got to keep everybody calm and make sure everyone's on the same page here on this drive.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Looking to throw, it's McCall. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Gonna run it. It's Sampson. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big... Coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. The give to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And this field goal might not lock the game away, but you'd be able to hear the tumblers clicking. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.